stared at the wreckage of the monorail I rode. I knew I took a ticket to hell, but I didn't expect to ride first class. I steeled myself, moved forward, climbing the ladder. I was in search for the Mangler. I knew he was around somewhere. I was greeted by one of his lackeys. His name was Larry. Street urchin. Poor kid. I had high hopes for him. Now he was disintegrated. I looked at where his corpse was and thought to myself, Larry, I'm gonna miss you, kid. Should have stayed in school. I was subsequently attacked by giant spiders. I had to go John Goodman on them, like in the movie Arachnophobia. Thankfully I had my trusty shotgun. Oh, my shotgun. You and I have such fond memories. His lackeys were everywhere. I knew I was close. I'd been tracking him for weeks. Oh, so long. My journey took me to a place called Delta Labs. He had to be here, I knew it. His signature bloodstain on the floor was more than proof. Once again I steeled myself to continue, walking forward to meet hell. There was lots of violence. Beautiful violence. There was also gore. I don't like the gore so much. I wish that violence and gore didn't go hand in hand together, but they do. Sometimes foot in foot, and sometimes foot in mouth. So I put my foot where my mouth was, and my shotgun where their mouth was. I pulled the trigger, leaving them speechless. It was about damn time someone did it. There were just so many of them, everywhere, lurking in the shadows. I could see them, moving about, scurrying around like small rats or children on Easter, searching for Easter eggs, with guns. So I took care of them as best as I could. Shot a lot of people that day, and then continued to shoot them several days after. I mean, I had been shooting people for days on end before that, but that really doesn't matter. I found Carl Cullen's PDA. I got my security clearance updated. I didn't read his PDA because he was kind of a dick, and probably had lots of messages about me on them that I didn't really want to see. As I passed the wreckage once more, I saw the monorail. I thought of Lisa as I looked down on the wreckage. A small tear came out of my eye and fell into the fire. Lisa, I've cried my tears for you. No more. No more. I continued. These weird goons with their tentacle arms were starting to give me the creeps. And the other ones that threw the weird balls at me, I felt kind of uncomfortable about that. The balls exploded in fire. Kind of reminded me of that one time with my creepy uncle when I was a child. The computer told me that the turrets were activated. I was glad that it did, because those turrets were pretty mean sons of bitches. They just kept firing and firing. They couldn't tell I was a good guy. At this point, I couldn't really tell if I was a good guy anymore. I'd been on these streets of Mars, or whatever station, for so long that I just couldn't think straight. Thankfully, I knew how to operate a computer machine. It was pretty straightforward. Then, once again, all hell broke loose, as it seemed to be doing a lot lately. I had to kill them. I had to kill them all. Demons, zombies, zombie demons, and even zombie demon zombies. Thankfully, my shotgun made quick work of them. I said something along the lines of, "Back to the hell that spawned you, stupid thing." It was a lot cooler than that at the time, I'm sure. I can't really remember. You know how those things are. I had to think for a moment. 078. I googled it, and looked it up. It took a little bit of time. I was manipulating a laptop off screen, don't ask me how, since both of my hands were clearly on screen. But I did find the code. I put it in, and the health packs made me happy. I didn't like bleeding all over the place. Mother always told me, don't bleed everywhere. For God's sakes. Stop that bleeding. In the other one I found some armor and plasma rounds, but I found to my horror that my plasma rounds were full. I knew what must be done. I must unload all my plasma. All of it. But as I searched, there was no one, nowhere. Nothing to unload my plasma into. It was a very depressing time. I thought to myself, the Mars Mangler must be close. Could he be behind this door? Could my search come to an end finally? I walked forward and continued thinking this thought all the way through the loading screen. All the way. One day, Mars Mangler, one day.